These methods in array are very powerful and you need a lot of practice for that because in the real world they are used a lot. So I'm going to give you one more example and then I'm going to give you a homework. So let's say if you want to find cars in this list which are made by Ford. Okay, so you see over here the name is Chevy S10, Ford Ranger, Dodge Rampage, the VW pickup, and so forth. So it seems like that the name of the manufacturer is put over here. So name of the manufacturer, space, the name of the car, and then some model number or whatever, right? So let's see how we can accomplish this. So we know that the first word is the name of the manufacturer, right? So let's see, I'm going to create a function over here. So I'm going to, instead of console.logging over here, I'm going to create a new variable. So I'm going to say const Ford cars, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just scroll up so you can see this particular formula. It's going to be this similar formula. So I'm going to say cars dot filter because we want to filter again, and it receives a callback function, and this callback function receives the item, each item every time. So I'm going to say item. I can call it again anything. It's just a variable that we receive, a parameter that we receive by the callback function when it's run by the filter method. So over here, the criteria is that if the name, the item.name, let's say if it starts with, now remember we used starts with method in string. So this is a string, right? Item.name is a string, right? You see over here, this is a string we get, this string we receive. So we can use now the starts with method, which is also received automatically thanks to the object's inheritance mechanism. We can use that and we can say, does it start with Ford, right? If that is true, then this if statement is going to be true. And then we can simply come over here and say return true. And that is it. You see, you're just using all the constructs, all the knowledge that we are learning piece by piece, and you put it together in the right place and you get your solution. So I'm going to now just print out Ford cars over here, save, refresh, and I get 53 cars. Let's just see if we got it right. I open this and you see all the names are starting with Ford. And there you have it. We have solved that filtration problem. And that's what you do. The only difference that I'm not showing you right now is that this is what you do in the real world. But then the next part is that you give this data to, let's say, the printing engine, or maybe you need to save it to the database. Maybe you have to send it to the server. Maybe you have to print it on the page. Whatever you have to do, you do that with that data. But this step is necessary, right? So now I want to give you a homework. Now you have this knowledge. So now here's your homework. I'm going to scroll down or scroll up. And the homework is write a filter, just the way we have done, that will find all the cars which are with 4 cylinders and are made after 1980. So both of these criteria should be true, and has the miles per gallon greater than 50. So all of these 3 criteria must be met so that you get that list. So that's your homework. You must do it because it's very important for your practice, and I'm going to talk to you in the next lesson.